Hello, guys. It's Michael, MJ, Big Mike, whatever the fuck you want to call me. I don't fucking care. Welcome back. It's been a long time since I posted any sort of content on my YouTube, really, other than stream VODs. But I figured this would be a big one because I'm announcing something today that I thought would be good to announce because most of my Twitch is connected to my YouTube, and I figured most of my viewers will get to see it. Because I haven't streamed in a little bit. You know, I've been kind of on a little hiatus of sorts. Really induced by nothing at all. Just haven't really been up to it, and been playing a lot of Persona games, which I just don't find streaming Persona to be very fun. So I just stayed away from it for a while. But so I bet you're thinking, well, Michael, what the fuck's the announcement? The announcement is I'm coming back to Twitch. I'm gonna be streaming, hopefully decently regularly. I'm not gonna make any promises like daily or some shit like that. Though I'm gonna try a new series that I've been thinking about. So if you were watching me about December last year to January, those 2 months, you would have noticed I was doing a series on my Twitch channel, which I had a lot of fun in. It was probably some of my favorite streams I've ever had on my Twitch, and definitely haven't been replicated since. I basically did where I 100%ed all the Super Mario games, all the 3D Mario games, that is. And it was some of the best games I've ever played in my life. You feel me? It was probably some of the most fun I had um, within the last year. And I've been thinking about doing another series similar to that, but I just needed time to figure out what is going to be the right way, the right games to do it with. Because obviously I don't want to do Mario again. Although I do want to revisit some of those games again soon. But so lately, I've just been thinking. What is the next options for me? I was juggling a few series in my head. Yakuza was one of the series that I had an idea for that I was thinking about doing. There's been quite a few different ones that I have kind of gotten to experiment with in my head. I was thinking about doing all the Call of Duty games a long time ago, even before the Mario series. That was a big idea that I had for a very long time, but I never ended up really doing it. I did like stream on the first one, and it just never went anywhere. I just really didn't enjoy it, so I'm like, because I was able to finish the Mario series because those games were just so much fun. And again, I very much enjoyed myself doing that. So it is definitely time that I want to go into a different one, and I want to do it again. You know, it was definitely time I streamed most consistently that I ever really have before. So that was also very interesting. Um, so again, I've just been thinking, what is a good series that I think would 100% would be fun for me. I don't want to do a series that I'm just not gonna have fun, and that was the main reason I'm not doing Yakuza yet. In the future, maybe. Um, I definitely want to try to make this a yearly occurrence. That I do a series at least once a year. Uh, Especially because this series that I did choose, which is why I'm making this video, is a very special series to me. But yeah, the reason I stayed away Yakuza was for what I said. I'm not familiar with those games really, and they're really fucking long. They would take me a very long time. Though, in the future, though, I definitely want to delve my hand into that. So another series I was thinking about doing, the Assassin's Creed series, was a high one up there. Uh, but again, I strained away from that because of some of the games are just really bad games, and I don't want to do a game that I'm just not gonna fucking enjoy, Because I think the worst content I can make is playing, just forcing myself through a game I just simply don't enjoy. Um, but again, it's really hard to pick a series that has all good enough games to where I can say I probably will not be bored during it. And I also want to do a series like the 3D Mario that was very special to me because it brought me back to a very nostalgic place in my life when I was a kid. And this is doing it one step further. I'm going for a very old series. It's a 12 game series. Each game pretty good. I think there's only a couple of games that I think are fairly considered to be games. Because I've not played every game in the franchise. That's another big thing I wanted to do. I didn't want to play a series that I played every single game. I've actually probably only played about half the games in the franchise, but I've never 100%ed any of them. Um, and this is actually the first game I ever touched when I was a kid. The first game that I can remember picking up, and that's really what made me into the decision of choosing this series. It was just like this would be a full circle moment for me because the first game I ever touched as a kid was Tomb Raider 2. And if you know anything about the Tomb Raider franchise, it is great for the most part. And yeah, it's obviously it's Tomb Raider. I've chosen Tomb Raider to be the next series I'm going to stream on this channel. I'm going to be posting my VODs here, like I've been. So yeah, I'm going to try to play at least a little bit every day, if not every few days. Because like I said, I am not going to go full in to like doing this. It's going to be the main series on my channel. I'm going to be doing this the most consistently. I'm going to try to go through all 12 games before really delving into another big game. And this is going to premiere, the first stream will be Tomb Raider 1, obviously. It's going to be on December 1st. It might be earlier. If it's earlier, I'll update it. The reason I'm making it December 1st is I got to finish Metaphor. If you don't know, Metaphor is a huge release. I've only barely gotten into it, and I think that's a fair window for the entire month of November to get through that game. So yeah, I decided December 1st, I'm going to be starting the Tomb Raider series again. So when I was little, Tomb Raider 2 was my first ever game I really ever played. And I never beat it. I've never beaten Tomb Raider 2. I've never even gotten past the second level of Tomb Raider 2. I was always stuck on it as a kid. So that's going to be very interesting and very very fun to get back to. And the first game I can remember beating is Tomb Raider Legend. So it's crazy that as a kid I skipped from Tomb Raider 2 all the way to the 7th entry of the franchise, which is Legend. But Legend's always been one of my favorite games of all time. And it's a game I think back on very fondly. I played Anniversary. I played pretty much the entire Legend trilogy, and that's another big thing in this franchise. All the games interlope a little bit, but for the most part, each entry is in a trilogy form. There's 4 trilogies. You have the original, you have the sequel trilogy, that I call it, or the Darkness trilogy, as some of the fan base calls it. You got the Legend trilogy, and then you got the reboot / Survivor trilogy, the most recent one. Each of these trilogies are very positive. I would say Legend and the first original trilogy. Obviously, Darkness trilogy, the sequel trilogy, does have a lot of mixed opinions about it to negative. I've never played any of those games, so it's gonna be fun to experience. I have played the entire trilogy of Legend and the Survivor trilogy, but I've never beat Anniversary. That's a crazy statement. Anniversary I never beat, even though I know that is just a remake of Tomb Raider 1, which again we'll be experiencing. But yeah, I'm excited for the Tomb Raider franchise to do on this channel. I think this will open in a lot more doors for me. When I finish this franchise, I will probably stop for a while, not stop streaming, but like not do another series for a minute because again, another reason I did. Sorry, there's no script to this. I'm kind of just going. The reason I just did do Tomb Raider was obviously they're getting the remasters out on PC and they're getting the achievements and shit in. The Darkness trilogy is going to be released in February. That's why I'm starting in December because I do think Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3 probably are going to take me that long. This is probably going to be a longer franchise because I think the last 6 games won't take me as long. The only concern I have about the 100% is that they have multiplayer achievements in the new trilogy, the Survivor, and I'm probably gonna find a way around that because I really don't even think anyone plays the multiplayer in those games anymore. So yeah, we're gonna find a way around that. But that's the announcement. Tomb Raider franchise 100% marathon will start on December 1st of 2024. I hope all of you will join me and doing this franchise. So I'm very excited to do it. And yeah, I will see you guys then. Ciao.